I've been doing this for a long time. I started with Bitcoin, then I got all wrapped up in these fucking shit coins. And I'll be honest, I made some good money on some shit coins. I also lost a lot of money. But when it came to mining, nothing was more pure, authentic, and just incredible returns, all while also being consistent and stable in Bitcoin mining.
Hail to the king, baby.
Mining is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. If you want to start mining Bitcoin, but you don't want to do anything, check out Revolution Mining. They're a sponsor of the VoskCoin YouTube channel. They run their own mining farm. They will get you plugged in and mining. I just spent over $30,000 buying 5 more latest generation, top of the line Bitcoin miners. Before that, I got 2 in. And before that, I got some other miners in. I also spent a lot of money. Doesn't even really matter what the sum is. It's huge to me, expanding my little homegrown DIY Bitcoin mining farm. The longer I do this, the more I stay on this journey of crypto, of blockchain. I learned it was, has been, and is Bitcoin. Yep, starting to really sound like a Bitcoin maxi. The longer you stay in this sector, it just kind of feels like if you deviate from the path you should be on, you get reformed. It's starting to sound like some sort of religious sermon.
They're saying that all hell is gonna break loose and you're gonna need a Bitcoin.
But this ain't a cult, bro, because the #1 scammers in the world, the government, inflating fiat currency that has no transparency, no accountability. Basically, they just keep printing money out of thin air to write the checks that they otherwise literally would not be able to cash, stealing your vitality because you are forced to work in this world to have anything, and they're eroding your wealth, eroding your savings by printing more money, devaluing what you have. Let me remind you, you don't have a money printer. They do. You are not the same.
Every day, the Fed prints an average of $465 million. That's 26,000 shipping containers a year, created out of thin air.
They'll spin it 20 different ways and lie to you and launch all kinds of propaganda, but the bottom line is, why the f is the power of all the different currencies throughout the world, the buying power, continuing to go down, decrease, be more worthless than ever before? You used to buy a gallon of milk for like a nickel. Now it's $3, and that's 2%, bro. Back in my day, I used to get a Chipotle burrito for like $5, $6. Remember how we used to measure things in burritos? And before you knew it, a burrito was $10. The other day I spent like $15 on a mother burrito. What is happening? I sound ridiculous, but it's not. The world's ridiculous. So, you know, hey, I'm Vosk, by the way. I'm just some crazy guy, you know, at the camera, it feels like these days. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, and I just really want to talk about, like, I'm going all in on Bitcoin. I really, in a way, always have been. I've poured all of my effort into building a mining farm, building a YouTube channel, crypto content creator, whatever, expanding the farm. We got the latest edition, the nano pod right there. That's where all the new miners are going. I'm literally running additional electricity into that mini pod over there to run more miners. The gray shed is my immersion mining shed where I do liquid cooling. It's completely maxed out, so I can't really run any more gear in there without risk of tripping my breakers. And I need to get through the heat of summer where everything gets heat soaked and consumes more electricity. Solo mining with a bunch of crazy bit axes in the green shed, and yep, not 1 but 2 nanopods, so I'll deploy another 24 miners in that bad boy. Also just put up solar at the house. I want to also put solar out here sooner than later. I want to pay off the solar, I want to pay off the miners, and then I will finally be able to go toe to toe, my life's journey, my life's mission with the scammy ass governments. I'll start making my own money. I'll have my own money printer. It's called Bitcoin miners. Bitcoin miners are basically a computer that runs equations all day. They solve Bitcoin blocks, they move the chain forward, they decentralize it, they make it anti-fragile. It's really proof of work. The blockchain consensus mechanism, this mining aspect, is truly the entire reason why Bitcoin is so valuable. The difference between Bitcoin and the random ass shitty meme coin that somebody's gonna shill you on TikTok because there's some lame ass influencer is going to be The fact is some dweeb spun up a token, kept most of them himself, ripped off a meme that he didn't even freaking create or make, right? And then launched it on some stupid website, bots are sniping it, driving it up, and then you're FOMOing into it hoping that you're gonna be the next meme coin millionaire.
Oh, holy fuck.
You full clip.
Holy fuck. Thanks for the 20 bandos. Yo.
Whereas Bitcoin fair launched over a decade ago, and the only way you can get the coins is to mine them. You had to contribute to the network or buy them from someone that did that. There's also on-chain scarcity, only 21 million coins. So just kind of think about that and what that means. Yeah, there was the Satoshi pre-mine, but to be honest, I believe I know who the main Bitcoin creator was. He's dead. And to be frank, even if somebody got those coins at this point, it wouldn't really matter. Short-term price action, and then we'd say, well, whatever. Glad we got through that, let's move on. It's a more than $1.5 trillion asset. It's worth more than Google, which has been selling your ass out for a long time. Why do you think all the services are free? If the services are free, you're the product. I spell it out for everybody these days because they can't think for themselves because all they do is doom scroll motherfucking TikTok. Kind of getting sick of it. A bunch of HFSPs commenting a bunch of bullshit that never did an ounce of research in their life. And then you got the ChatGPT reply guys that they don't know anything. All they do is know how to use basic inputs that don't really know anything themselves. We're gonna start calling those the professional regurgitators that just know how to put a couple prompts into ChatGPT and then act like they're thinking for themselves. But they're gonna be in a class above the doom scroller. Why do I do this? Honestly, why do I do this? I do this because I used to have not shit. And I watched all kinds of people get so many opportunities that I never got that just made my road harder, but that's fine because I basically only had two options. Shut the fuck up and give up, or shut the fuck up and make it happen. And guess what? Congrats, I buckled down. So many times I wanted to give up and quit and stop and boo-hoo, everything sucks, so bad for me. But I never had the luxury to stop. I never had the luxury to quit. I'm burnt out, dude.
I'm tired, boss.
But then I take a deep breath, hype myself up, caffeinate a little bit, and then I turn into those dudes from the Starship Troopers meme.
To fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you?
I'm out here doing my part, running on my own Bitcoin mining farm. We're firing up additional nodes. We already got our old node back online. We're running additional nodes. We're gonna be mining to our own nodes, doing some pool mining as well. But the bottom line is I'm strengthening the network. I don't wanna just talk it, I live it. So what do I do? Where do I go from here? I need to start making some money back, to be honest. But everything I mine, I hold. I'm stuck in some weird like mini sailor cycle who basically says he's just accumulating all his Bitcoin and it's gonna be his legacy and he's not gonna sell and he's just gonna die.
What do you do with the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
You would think it doesn't make sense, but he never said he wasn't gonna sell stock, which has made him beyond your imagination level rich. Point being though is I will sell some coin. I'm not gonna sell all of it. My goal here, I'm a Bitcoiner first.
There's no second best, okay?
But I'll sell some coin, pay things off, and just try to set myself up for the rest of my life. But I will sell some coin eventually because my end game is financial freedom. I want to be financially free because that's the only form of freedom. If I have to go to a job, no matter what tomorrow, and if I didn't, it's over. I'd start to lose everything I have. I'd put my family in jeopardy. Like, I got a little one on the way. I got to be more strategic than ever before because I've always tried to be the best Doge dad in the world to my super cutie pup Tails and a good partner to Alexa, who I'm now fortunate to call my wife. But it's different when you got a little kid in your hands, a daughter, or a son. You know, I'm gonna have a little dude here soon, and everything rides on me. And I want to afford him nothing less than an engaged father and home stability. You gotta earn some serious coin because the government loves to just steal from you. They tax you on everything you can buy. Oh, you made some money too? You make enough of it, including state income tax where I'm at in Virginia. Congratulations, you've entered a 50% tax bracket. Yes, half the money you made now belongs to us. Black Sheep Walls, how about the nuclear launch detected that base? So that's all I'm saying.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Just to be clear, I'm not suicidal if they try to whack me, and I will never be, never again. I gave that option up the moment I decided to have a kid. A lot of people talk it, I live it. Seriously. Pulling wire, running wire, splicing wire, running Ethernet. What do you think the little cable's for? Come on. Through all the buildings, redoing things, upgrading things. We've got internet out here. We've got backup internet out here. We've got exhaust systems designed for the buildings that need them. We need to be moving air in there, and we are moving air. Cool air in one side, hot air out the other side. In the middle, passive income. Stacking Bitcoin every day. I don't buy Bitcoin. I DCA it every day with mining, dollar cost average. Every single day, I accumulate some Bitcoin. And I'm not done, I'm not stopping, I'm just getting warmed up. We could barely run 100 miners out here on the VoskCoin homegrown mining farm, right? Because I had no investors, I had no VC money. I'm not trading on Robinhood and all that bullshit. You may not like it, but this is what Bitcoin mining was supposed to look like. It wasn't supposed to be some stupid ass mining farm with a bunch of VC losers just dumping coin on our head the whole time, acting like they support the coin, acting like they're Bitcoiners. With the expansion, I can go up towards $200,000. And while this was expensive, it was the cheaper route because just like the government, my electric company wanted to extort me. They wanted me to pay about $120,000 to just pull their 3-phase wire out here. Yep, just to pull it here and give me a transformer. They give transformers out technically for free, just so you know. That's not even part of that cost. Like, everybody gets a free transformer with them. But the point here being is that after that, I'd have to spend probably another $100,000 just wiring it up and rewire most of the stuff that's out here, where it would probably just make more financial sense to buy a pre-built mining container and just drop it right next to the transformer, run wires in, and pretty much be done. So this is where my head's at. I'm getting after it. I'm chasing the dream. I'm trying to make it. Trying to get closer every day. Every month, the electricity bill hits. Awful. I bleed, and I bleed. But it's not all bad. I stack, and I stack, and I stack coin. Will this all be worth it in the end? I don't know, but I think it will be. And if nothing else, we all need something to believe in. And I believe this is something bigger, this is something more, and if nothing else, maybe this will be my legacy. And I'll be damned I'd die without leaving some sort of legacy. I didn't want to come this far for nothing. That's where my head's at. What do you think? If you agree, subscribe. If you disagree, go f yourself. 10 seconds of tails we run on every video. She's our CBO, our Chief Bitcoin Officer. See you on the next one.
This is the best starter Bitcoin miner. It's the BitX Gamma, specifically the power mining version. They're manufacturing these open sourced Bitcoin miners. You could DIY one at home if you want, or you can grab one from them. But if you buy it from some other reseller, they're probably the ones that made it anyway. You can stack Satoshis over Wi-Fi, and if you want something bigger, but still small, check out the Nerd QX++. It mines Bitcoin at nearly a whopping 5 terahash a second from the palm of your hand. I did ask them for a coupon code, best they can offer, code VoskCoin to save some coin, and I do have an affiliate link that supports the channel that I'll put down in the video description below if you want to grab one.